This program is brought to you in part by SalCal Real Estate Connections. Welcome to the Berlin Fire Department Auto Show. And yes, Jimmy Simon, we're back again.
Back again.
I don't know, what number is this?
I don't know. I've lost track, but I know.
7 or 8?
Number 9.
Number 9. Oh my God, I'm losing track of time.
We got rained out for a couple of years, and COVID hit us, but this is our first time back, and look at it. It's great.
I know. 3 years. Could you imagine 3 years away, huh?
Yeah.
Now tell me, how's the fire department doing in general?
Fire department's doing pretty good. We like every volunteer organization, we could use some new members to make firefighters out of them, but in general, we're doing great. We're busy, we're active, and pushing along.
Now, this event here really is for the veterans. Am I mistaken, or is that it?
All profits from this event here, whether it comes from the food booth or it comes from the car intake or even the boot drive that's out there, all that money goes to our local veterans to help the veterans that are in need, that are having times struggling with inflation or whatever the problem is.
Yeah, we're certainly glad of that. And now tell me, is your sergeant over here, Mr. Matt, in charge now or no?
Mr. Matt is in charge now at the car shows.
Okay, well, we're going to have to turn the mic to him. Tell me, how's it going, Matt?
It's going great. We couldn't ask for a better day. Not a cloud in the sky, and we needed it after a couple of years of rain.
Now tell me, is there other events you guys do?
Yeah, we do events throughout the year. We actually have a Jeep meet coming up in a couple weeks. It'll be similar to this, where we have food and
Here?
that's going to be hosted at the firehouse right down the street. And again, everything goes right back to the vets here in town.
Hey, I got a Wrangler. Should I bring it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
My wife will kill me, though. I want to get more.
You should.
Okay. All right, well, I want to thank you guys. I know you're busy. I don't want to tie you up. And as usual, you're all in your game. I got to really congratulate Jimmy. All you do is we thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys being
here with us. We can't wait to come here every year.
Absolutely.
All right, buddy. And yes, we have a Karen Wantak with this beautiful 1969 Oldsmobile that I can't get over how this car looks absolutely gorgeous, Karen. Tell me about this car.
This car, we got it about 25 years ago, mostly redone, but it's my baby, and we take care of it as my baby, and she gets put away for the winter, and now she's out, and she will be staying out.
Well, I have to say I'm a little envious. I'm going to have to find a car from that time frame because, let me tell you, that's when they really produce cars.
Exactly, and she's got the original 350 rocket engine, and she just purrs like a kitten.
Now, do you go to any other shows?
We like to do just local shows, and we like to make sure that we support our local community of car enthusiasts.
Well, I have to commend you. Of course, you're a Lion Club member, you know, and I know all the great things you've done over the years.
Yes, the Lions Fair, and my husband is a Lions member. I'm a spouse, and we do a lot of community services, and it's terrific. And I have my sister here all the way from New Zealand, and this is her biggest car show that she's been to.
Well, tell her to come in. She got to stay over here. Let's meet her. No, she don't.
Nope.
She's like my wife. She don't want nothing to do with the camera.
Here she comes. We'll get her in here.
Now, she's from New Zealand. What part of New Zealand?
What part of New Zealand? South Island.
South Island, near Christchurch, in a little town called Lincoln.
Oh, wow. How long have you been there?
About 6 years now.
Oh, yeah. Wow. You like it?
Yes, I do, but it's great to come back and visit for this wonderful car show.
Well, we're thankful you're here, and hopefully we'll get down under to see you.
Well, that would be great. Yeah, bring some cars with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good, Chris. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
And
Karen, thank you.
All right.
Take care. And yes, we got Steve Wantak with this beautiful I think it's a 1973 Corvette. Is that what it is, buddy?
Exactly what it is, yep.
Tell me about this car.
Well, I bought this car about 15 years ago. Totally different color. It had good bones, but I had to go all through it. Took me about 4 years to finish it, but the car's one end to the next completely redone. It needs nothing right now.
What kind of motor has it got?
It's got a 350. It's pushing about 365 horse.
Automatic?
No, I wouldn't drive it. You can't have a sports car with an automatic.
Well, that's why I'm checking.
I know. No, it's a four-banger. Four-banger, yeah.
So, do you go to many shows, Steve?
We do quite a few of them, but, we try to do the ones that, help organizations. We do like Special Olympics and things like that, fundraisers.
I will commend you on the work you do with the Lions Club, and I always look forward to going to the fair and seeing guys like you make this thing happen.
Yeah, well, that's what life's about, right? You got to give before you get something back. So, it's sometimes it's not just the money; it's the efforts that you put forward, and you make a lot of people's lives a lot better. And that's what I do. Makes me feel good.
That's what it's all about, and that's why we're here today, because this benefits the veterans, which is very important, especially on this weekend.
Exactly. That's what it's all about.
That's what it is. All right, buddy. Thank you.
All right.
And as usual, you're right on your game.
All right. Thank you.
Take care. And yes, we have Steve Shea with this beautiful AMX. I mean, I am at awe here. This car is like mint.
Thank you very much.
Tell me about this car, Steve.
Well, I had one in high school in '74, a long time ago. So I said, I'm going to do it again when the kids are all grown. So I found one 13 years ago that was completely apart, but it was no rust, number matching. So I did a complete restoration. I mean, every nut and bolt, every single thing on this car I went over. And I did everything myself except paint. I had someone paint it, and that's it. It's a very rare car. They only made, I think, 6,500 of them. Each one came with a number on the dash. This is 732 off the assembly line, so it's an early one, 1968.
Is this the original color?
Yeah, everything's original, but it's new paint. They only made them 3 years, 68, 69, and 70. They're two-seaters. 68 and 69 are the same. 70 has a hood scoop and a different interior. But this is a 390 Go Pack with a 4-speed Borg Warner transmission.
So it's a ground pounder.
Yeah, it flies. It's scary fast. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to drive. They handle very well, and boy, they get up and go because they don't weigh anything. They weigh under 3,000 pounds. So.
Well, let me tell you, this car was in the middle of the muscle car era.
It was. A lot of times they put me in the pony car class, but with Camaros and Mustangs, but this will eat Mustangs.
Oh. Now, tell me, where do you call home, Steve?
New Milford, Connecticut.
It's a nice area.
Yeah, it's nice there.
Not too far away.
No, I'm trying to go further and further away to see different cars, different car shows, see different people. Just tired of seeing the same old cars in my town, so I go further and further. This is a really good show, and it's a good cause.
Absolutely. I agree with you, and that's why we're here.
Yep. It's a beautiful day too, so I'm glad to be here.
Well, we want to let you have some fun here. I want to thank you for the interview.
Thank you very much.
And we're going to take some shots of the car,
Sure.
and good luck today.
All right, have a good day.
And one of these cars, I'll tell you.
Well, good luck. They are out there. You just have to know where, and they are usually connected. One person that has a Model A usually knows where there's others.
Well, we'll have to find one, and I am envious. This car is gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
Jack,
Thank you.
congrats.
Thank you very much.
And good luck today.
Thank you.
And yes, we got Fred Ryan here with a Model 8. It's just gorgeous. Tell me, what year is this car?
This is a 1929 Ford Model A. Henry Ford made the Model A's for 4 years, 28, 29, 30, and 31. He made 10 million of the cars.
Oh, my dear.
He made them in Australia, Canada, United States, and Europe. Now think about this, 10 million of them. What if Henry Ford's personal profit was $1 a car? That's $10 million in 1930. Henry Ford was a very, very wealthy man. So,
Tell me, the colors on this car, was that what it was, original, or they were black then?
no, it's bramble brown. It's the Model Ts you could get in any color as long as it was black. The Model A's, he had a whole chart full of different colors. Wow. This is called bramble brown. It's kind of a rare color. And I got some other information for you. 1929, how much do you think gas was a gallon?
I have no idea.
12 cents a gallon for gas. Eggs, 15 cents a dozen. Bread, 9 cents a loaf.
Wow. That was living, man.
Now, bread, you gave them a dime, they gave you a loaf of bread and a penny change, and you took the penny because it was worth something. So, now let me tell you a couple other things about the car. On the driver's door, there is no key slot. On the passenger's door, there's a key slot. Now, why would Henry Ford do that? Why would he put a lock on the passenger's but not on the driver's? Because Mr. Ford was a gentleman. You took a young lady out to dinner, you let her in, she reached over and unlocked the door for you.
I never knew that.
Mr. Ford made most of the parts himself in his factory. Some he farmed out, like probably the mirrors, maybe the headlights and electrical stuff. And he said, I want you to ship it to me in wooden crates, 33 and 5/8 inches long. And they said, what, 33?
Floorboards, right?
That's what Mr. Ford wants. That's what he gets. Disassembled them. Those were the floorboards. He threw nothing away. Other people were making parts for him. So.
Let me tell you, he was the working man's car person because he didn't worry about nothing fancy. The car was supposed to be for transportation and people who could afford them.
Yep. He paid his workers $5 a day, which back then was a pretty good wage. So he didn't get a lot of turnover. His workers were all trained, so he didn't spend a lot of money on training. And if anyone left, there was a line of people waiting to take the job. So.
Well, he certainly was a great innovator, and of course the car company exists today. It's really hard to believe that in that time frame, companies like Packard that were great cars no longer even exist.
Unbelievable. You want to swing the camera around to the back and look at the rumble seat. It's a unique feature.
Yeah, when we're done talking, we're going to take pictures.
Okay, but let me tell you about the rumble seat. So why don't we cut here?
We're going to take, no.
Let's go look at the rumble seat.
No, you don't get it. When we do B-roll, we'll bring in the rumble seat. Okay, go ahead.
Well, the rumble seat, when he first started manufacturing them, the back lid was hinged at the top, and it was a trunk. This young engineer came to Mr. Ford and he said, Mr. Ford, I have an idea. Why don't we hinge it at the bottom so it opens and we can put a seat in there? You double the seating capacity. You got 2 people inside and 2 people outside. Mr. Ford said, young man, that's a brilliant idea. What's your name? And he said, sir, my name is Elliot Rumble. So Mr. Ford said, we'll call it the Elliot seat. Elliot said, Mr. Ford, can I make a suggestion? Why don't we call it the Rumble seat instead of the Elliot seat? So that's how it got its
Wow, talk about
the
history.
Rumble seat. Huh? That story's not true. I made it up.
Oh, my God. Well,
I couldn't find any information about the Rumble seat, so I made up a story. And I tell that everywhere. And you know what? It's starting to come back to me. I was at a cruise night. Somebody came up and said, oh, a rumble seat. Do you know where it got its name? I said, no, tell me. So anyway, it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun vehicle.
I really want to thank you for the interview. We're going to take pictures of the car. And good luck today. And I hope I can get your disease with this car. And yes, we got Bob Brothers' beautiful 68 Cougar. But this car is special, Bob, and I think you know a little bit about it.
Well, I know a little bit about it. It's a 1968 Cougar XR7G. There are approximately 619 of these cars made in 1968. So, for those who don't know, the G in the name actually is a reference to Dan Gurney, which is why he is my sidekick and my passenger.
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, the car is gorgeous. Did you restore this car?
The car was fully restored when I bought it, with the exception of the engine, which I had rebuilt a few years ago. But it's all original, matching numbers.
302?
390.
390. Ooh, wow. It's a ground pounder.
It's a ground pounder. It'll move for a small little car.
Tell me, where are you from, Bob?
I'm from the Newington area.
Yeah, you're close by.
Close by.
Yeah.
Down the road.
Have you been here before?
I have. It's a great show. Yeah. It's a great day.
Great cause, too.
Yes, it is. A great cause.
I'll tell you, the color, everything about this car, I love it.
The color is lime frost, so it's kind of an unusual color. Some people really love it. Some people really hate it.
Let me tell you, Shelby Mustangs, I believe, came in this color.
Well, it's amazing that you make that reference, because this is kind of the Shelby and the Cougar world. In fact, the Lucas fog lights in the front are exactly the same as on a Shelby Mustang. So, in a lot of ways, that reference is absolutely spot on.
Have you owned it long?
I've had it just over 10 years.
Wow.
Just over 10 years.
So you go to different shows?
I try to. I try to do, maybe a dozen shows a year or so.
Well, we're glad you're here, number one. Number two, I have to congratulate you on how you keep it, and I hope you do good today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Excellent. Thank you. And yes, we have John Aguinto with this 1948 Dodge. I have never seen one that looks like this. Tell me about this car, John.
Well, I retired. I had to do something, so I found it, and it was in a mess. I redid it. I painted it. I did everything myself.
What's that color? It is special.
Key lime pearl.
Clear coat, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it has a bunch of clear coats on it.
Now, where are you from, John?
East Haven.
So you got many cars?
3 cars.
Keep you busy, huh?
Oh, yeah.
You know what? This is the greatest hobby there is. Collector car world, I like to say, is alive and well.
Yeah, you meet a lot of good people. I got a lot of friends now, Otherwise, you retire, you sit home. What do you do, work in your yard,
So it's got a Chevy drivetrain?
Yeah, Chevy motor, transmission, rear end.
That seems to be the most popular switch, right?
Yeah, they're the best engines.
You still got the original motor?
No, I sold all that.
They
Yeah.
were good motors, too, back then, believe me.
Yeah, this one was cracked. I sold it to a guy, and he told me it was cracked, but I gave him the transmission and everything. I had no use for it.
I'll tell you, John, the car is gorgeous. I see you got new seats in there. Where are they from?
A Nissan.
Nissan. Well, we had to get the imports involved, right?
Well, you go to the auto wreck and you walk around and look and see what they got, and I found these, and I said, they're power seats and everything.
Wow.
It's got air conditioning, power windows.
Wow.
It's like driving in a new car.
I got to catch your disease, man. This car is gorgeous.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
Well, we want to thank you, John.
No problem.
For bringing it here, number one, but I have to say, you just got that touch to make these cars pretty.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks a lot.
And good luck today.
Yeah.
And yes, we have Kevin Brown with his beautiful red Camaro, 67, I believe.
Correct.
Tell me about this car, Kevin.
I've owned it for about 5 years. Got it from a complete frame-off restoration. They did everything in the interior. Put a 5-speed in at 350.
Now, they have the original subframe?
Yes, it does.
I know lately I see they change them. They put newer versions of them.
Yeah, I've seen that. I like this one because it was kind of more original.
Let me tell you, the Z28s are my disease.
They are beautiful.
And where are you from?
Wolcott, Connecticut.
Yeah, you're not too far away, huh?
No, not too bad.
You go to a lot of shows?
Try every weekend,
Now, this color, what color is it?
It's a red. I don't know the exact name of it. I don't have the numbers. I got to go have it tested to see.
Yeah. Now, I know one thing, boy, their red colors are not cheap.
No, they are not.
The paint is expensive, and don't ask me why.
I don't know. It's very.
Must be blood in there or something.
Yeah, probably.
So you got your wife with you today?
My girlfriend, yep.
She likes cars?
She does.
Yeah. I have my wife here too. She's watching. I got a vintage motorcycle she's keep an eye on over there. You know, it's all about having fun.
Absolutely. Gotta have toys.
I like to say the collector car world is alive and well.
It sure is.
Yep. You know what I mean?
It definitely is. A lot of cars here today. Beautiful. All of them.
These cars take me back when I was a kid, when life was easy.
Yeah, much easier back then, huh?
Yeah.
Before they trying to change us to electric.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't.
Me either.
The longer we could stay away from there, the better.
I agree, 100%.
Hey, buddy, I want to thank you for having the interview and wish you luck today.
Thank
and
you.
tell you the car is gorgeous.
Thank you very much.
I love to park it right in my garage. And yes, we have Norma Fontel with this beautiful 56 Bel Air. This thing brings me back. I had a convertible. Let me tell you, I wish I never sold. You know a little bit about this car, I bet.
A little bit. I ordered all the parts for it, so I know quite a bit.
Yes.
So
you bought it and restored it?
His brother had it and was selling his business, so my husband bought it, and we brought it home the same day we were being transferred to Sandusky, Ohio with General Motors. So it sat there for 10 years. We came home in 2000. He started to repair it and get it going. He did a lot. He sanded it down to nothing, and then he threw his back out like 3 times. And I said, that's it. So we took it down to Academy Avenue in Bristol, Connecticut. It was Jesse's, Academy Auto. Anyway, he worked on it for almost 5 years, put a lot of money into it. My husband took the chrome home. He polished all this chrome, every bit of it. And then we had to reorder a new front. We took our front bumper down and had it re-chromed. So we did a lot of work, but it's such a joy to come to these car shows. And you know, we took so many trophies, but that doesn't matter. Just to sit here and have the people come over and say, we love this car, we love this car. That means more to us.
The collector car world is alive and well.
Yes.
Norma, you know, so you've been working on this car for a while.
Oh yeah, we worked 5 years almost, ordering parts and everything we had to have. And like I said, the parts came in. And it's like I said, I think my husband and Academy Auto did a fantastic job.
Well, we're gonna say hello to him.
Yeah. How you doing?
And how are you?
I'm great. I'm great.
Just take you back to when you were a kid.
Oh yeah, I had a 56 when I was 18. I bought my dad's 56. He bought it brand new. It was a 4-door Bel Air, yellow, all yellow. And yellow, well, yeah. And I told him, I said, why didn't you get a station wagon? Because we got 8 kids, you know?
Hey, back then, in the pickup truck, you threw 5 people in there, and it didn't matter.
Oh yeah, we piled into it.
Yeah.
We piled
Okay.
into it.
Well, Norman, any plans for another one?
I don't think so, not at this late date, that's for sure. Yeah.
You had enough for a while?
I've already got 3 grandkids fighting over this one, so.
I can imagine.
Either I got to buy 2 more or I got to not talk to my grandkids.
Yeah, let me tell you, I'd be fighting too. Well, I know you're going to do well here today. I want to thank you for the interview.
Thank you for the interview
And
myself.
I know you're going to do well. Trust me.
I hope so.
Yeah, let's keep it going.
Yes,
All right.
most definitely.
Thank you. Thank you. Take care. And yes, we have Devin O'Leary here with this motorcycle that is very dear to me and him.
Oh, yeah.
And we did some time with this bike up at the Speedway. And tell me, Devin, I bet you can't wait till we get this thing out again.
Oh yeah, definitely. We can't wait. We had a little bit of issues on the first outing, but comes with racing. You always have a little bit of problems, so we got those figured out. Hopefully we'll be able to make some podiums maybe hopefully this year. Have some fun.
Now tell me, how does it feel to race a 50-year-old motorcycle?
At first it was a little scary at first to think about it. This bike is actually older than my mother, and she is and like you're taking this up a speedway, a NASCAR track, and it's pretty crazy to think about it.
Yeah. Now your normal racing is with dirt track, is that correct?
Yes, I motocross. Yep.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, I travel all over around the country. This year I haven't really been racing much, but It's been good. In 2021, I raced the Loretta Lynn's Amateur National Championship in the 450B class and College Boy.
Wow. I love that. Let me tell you. One of these days, we got to go with you to do this, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely fun. It's a unique experience. Same thing with the road racing. That was
And I want to remind everybody, the road racing is vintage racing.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not the same as regular racing.
Oh yeah, it's definitely. You got to ride the bikes completely different than like if you were riding a modern bike. You can't push the corners a little hard. You got to really carry your momentum through it because they just don't make the power as like these modern bikes do.
Now, you're with the cadets today.
Yes.
Tell people a little bit about the cadets.
So I'm with the Berlin Police Cadets. We're a new program. We're actually coming up on our first anniversary for the first year of the program. So today we're at the Berlin Fire car show, and we're just assisting with some traffic control, stuff like that. And so we help a lot of events around the state. Really, we help with like a lot of traffic stuff and just public safety.
Now I understand we're going to do a little military work this summer.
Yes, that's why I haven't been really racing much. I'm leaving July 1st for Marine Corps Officer Candidate School, so I'm excited for that. We'll be gone for 6 weeks, then we'll be back to full-time racing.
Well, I can't wait for you to come back. I want to thank you. I don't want to tie you up, and wish you great luck with your endeavors, and we can't wait to get back on the track.
Yes.